Alright guys, let's try this. We're gonna do another little POV little drive. Alright, I'm trying to lower my seat a little just so you guys get to see a little bit of a better view. Let's see if that helps. So let's try this. I hate driving really low. Alright, so seatbelt on. Alright, and then now we're gonna see if it's safe. Look around shoulder to shoulder. Okay, and then the guy walking in front of me, so I'm gonna wait for a little bit, see if it's safe, and then off we go. Car coming out on the left, and then out we go. Okay, so with this one now, we're in a different car today, so you should be able to see the speeds as well, and hopefully you might get my hands in view as well. So let's see if I can drive really low down. So we're going to be coming up to a roundabout. I know the area obviously, but you're going to see signs coming up, and you see the sign up there. Okay, warning sign, triangle, and then we got the roundabout coming up. So I'm going to do mirror checks, see if it's safe. I'm going to do my signal. I'm going to go left. So there you go. As we're coming, I'm looking already down there on the right hand side. I'm seeing if they're blocked by this blue car. I could have taken advantage. All right, and then we'll look again to the left as well. So there, and look for more blockers. Okay, so you want to look to the right, but you also want to look for blockers as well. All right, so now this is a bit of a tight area. You see it's tight, so I'm going slower. Look at the speed, it's dropped as well, and now the space opens up, so now I can go a little bit quicker. Okay, high street, a little bit of a high street here, so I'm not going to go too fast. You also get people parking, you know, opening doors, walking across. There you go, prime example. Opening doors happens, so this is all part of it. That's why you never go too fast on these sort of roads. Okay, as we're coming along, we've got the traffic lights up here, and it's still green, so off we go. Car coming out ahead, cars pulling out as well, so I'm taking care, slowing down, looking back, all in advance. You know, you don't want to go up to them and just suddenly have to brake. So it's a lot of analyzing, looking far ahead, looking close. It's constantly, you're checking all the time. Okay, now it becomes less of a high street. Now you got less parked cars around, a little bit safer, a little bit easier. Now we've got a set of traffic lights coming up. All right, and as we get to the traffic lights, we're going to turn right. So I'm going to check my mirrors, and then always remember who you have to give way to. So hopefully you guys will know you're giving way to the cars ahead of you. Okay, and we're going to approach nice and slow and smooth. That's it, and then we're just waiting for a chance to go. So I'm always just having a look around anyway, just so I'm gathering information bit by bit. You're just sort of building up a picture, pixel by pixel. Now it's green, gonna go into the middle. I know there's a car there in front of me coming straight, so I'm gonna go slowly into the middle, not turning enough that it's gonna affect them. And then I'm gonna look into the road as well. It's very important. There's a red light here, but there's no line on the ground, so that does not apply to us. That is called a repeater light, just in case you didn't know. So now I'm gonna continue ahead. And it's really important you look into roads before you turn into them. I'm going to turn into this road here. Going to make sure no one's trying to cross. There's looking at the markings, make sure that it's not a no entry, any speed changes, any signs. So when you go into a road, look out at the front of it. It's really, really important. Now look further ahead. There's a bit of a blind bend. I can't really see. The road is narrow, parked cars on both sides. I'm just trying to stay calm and slow. I'm not looking to go fast here. I'm looking around the corner every single moment I can get. I'm looking down that corner to see if there's a car coming, and I'm also scanning to see if a car comes, do I have space to pull up here or not? Okay, or do they have space to pull up? So I'm thinking about all of those things as well. Okay, now we're coming around to the bend. Can't see around the bend, never gonna go fast on the bend. Looking far ahead, all the way down there. Okay, because if a car were coming, I could possibly stop. I'm also checking behind, so I need to know what's behind me all the time. Got a hazard there. Okay, I'm gonna little check behind me again. Sometimes the problem is, you know, my car's a hybrid car, so you can't really hear it on the roads all the time. Same with the electric cars sometimes. So pedestrians might be unaware that you're there, so keep that in mind as well. All right, coming up to the end, warning lines on the ground, and then we're going to be turning left as we get there. Okay, so now I can't see, so I'm going to edge, and then I'm going to check both sides, and then carry on. We always check both sides because someone might be overtaking someone here, and then it will be quite dangerous. A lot of students, they think, oh, I only have to check one side, but no, you have to check both sides. Okay, could be a hazard, could be traffic, could be anything on the left hand side, so you want to make sure that you're covering all your bases. Yeah. Good. So now a little check behind, coming around the bend. Alright, now we've got traffic lights coming up. Okay, and then I'm going to be turning right at the traffic lights, so mirrors. Okay, and then I'm checking and seeing if it's safe. I'm going to go over the line, which is fine because there's no one coming here, and then I'm going to bring myself back again. So you can go over lines when you need to, okay, as long as you're not affecting the cars coming. Okay, good. Safe. Having a look inside, and then off we go. Easy. Very good. Alright, so now we're gonna go into a car park. I'm gonna do bay parking with you guys so you can kind of see how I look at the mirrors and the shoulders and stuff, hopefully. And we're gonna turn right into this road. Good. Okay, we're going to turn into this road here, and I'm going to look into this road. Notice we couldn't see anything as we're coming into this road. Okay, same as if I wanted to turn into this road here. We're going to be going nice and slow. I can't see anything, so I'm going to slowly in. All right, now I can see everything. Now we've got all the cars parked along, and we've got a nice gap here. So I'm going to reverse into a bay first. Okay, so let's say, for example, we're going to park behind us into that little gap there. So I'm going to go 3 spaces ahead, and I'm going to line myself up. Okay, and I'm going to go into reverse gear. All right, I'm going to see if it's safe. So I'm going to look around all the way, and I'm going to full lock it in the direction I need to go. So if I want to go that way, I turn that way. Okay, and keep looking around. You can use the camera as well. Okay, you can use everything to your disposal as long as you are looking around. Okay, so making sure no people, no cars. No people, no cars. Anyone comes, then you start stopping and thinking about waiting. Okay, and now I'm looking at the round mirrors as well. There you go, so you can see I'm getting in, looking at those round mirrors, and looking at the camera. As soon as I'm straight, straightening the wheel, and I'm coming straight back. Okay, having a look around again, nice and slow. Notice I'm not having to do it fast. Okay, and job done. So then press park. Easy. There you go. And give me 1 second, I just need to check my phone. That's it. Okay, cool. So now when you're ready, you're going to drive out, but what we're going to do is we're going to do a forwards bay park now. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive out and adjust the car a little. So we're going to come out, and it's going to come out of here, and we are going to reverse back. And whenever you do forwards, you want to try and stay far. F for forwards, F for far. Okay, so I'm going to try and keep my car all the way on the other side of the road here, because we're going to go into that side. All right, so as we go in, usually I tell my students you're going to line up roughly with like a door handle or something like that. Okay, and that's about it. So I'm just going to wait here, and then we've got someone coming up on the left, I think it's over there. And then as we go, I'm just going to make sure it's safe, check around, no one's coming, and we're going to turn it all the way in to the bay. And it's hard to tell whether you're in or not, so what you do, just wait till you get straight, then you just straighten your wheel up and use your round mirrors. If you have them over there, you can tell you're in there, and you can tell on that round mirror I'm in on that side. Okay, and that's all you need to know. Also with the round mirrors, if you have them, they're really handy. You can tell whether you're in from the back or not. Another way to tell is roughly like your body is almost halfway into the bay. Okay, so that's that. And now I'm going to reverse out. Examiner will tell you to face a direction, so we're going to reverse out, and I'm going to face that direction there. So I'm going to turn and look around me, and I always think about where I want the back. So if I'm going that way, I want the back to go that way. So I'm going to turn it all the way this way. Safety checks all around, nice and slow, no rush. Very good, perfect. Okay, and then we're going to drive out. See the people behind? That's it, something to keep in mind. And that is it. Excellent. So now we're going to come out, we're going to exit, we're going to turn right. Can't see, so don't rush. Good. Good. All right, end of the road coming up again. We're going to turn right. Now this is a really blind junction, so I'll show you now. So now, little tip. Reflections in parked vehicles, okay? So you want to see if there's anything coming, and you want to see any lights. You want to peek out, you know, lean forwards like this, and you're going to come out like this, okay? So these cars here, they're all got quite shiny, quite reflective. A lot of the new cars are like that now, so it's quite easy to tell. Good. This pedestrian's not looking, so you can see they didn't check at all. That's it. And then we're just going to go past, and then we're going to turn right at the end. Good, so I'm checking already. I'm having a look. Zebra crossing sometimes can help you, because as soon as people wait for people at the zebra, it's quite handy. See that lady's walking now? She's going to block the bus. The car is safe over here, and I can take advantage. So hopefully you can see, you can take advantage like that if it's safe to do so. Quite tight here, so not looking to go fast at all. mph zone, zigzags, zebra crossing, gonna turn right, so going all the way over this side. Nice. And then lining up, and it's safe to go in. Looking at signs, notice the 30 sign, usually it's on both sides, okay? So you want to look into every single road, okay? Sharp bend sign. You should play a little game with yourself and see how many signs you can spot. Maybe you should do that now while you're watching this video. So again, you've got signs here, okay? Now we've got a lot of traffic around this bend. Even when you see bus stops, you know, just spot every little thing that you can. Some are going to be relevant to you, some are not, okay? So you've got warning signs of the staggered junction coming up, okay, just in case people are going to whip out or turn or anything like that, okay? And then good, there we go, perfect. Now I'm going to pull up on the left, so it's a normal routine mirrors signal coming up smoothly, come into a turn like this, like not a turn but your maneuver and position like that. Have a look at the round mirror there, you can see the nice little gap there. Now notice in this round mirror, might not be 100% in, yes, but you don't need to be for your test. So what you have to do is make sure you're prioritizing that curb over there, and that you're not going to get too close or too far. Car in front's done it really well as well, and now we're going to be driving out, okay? So now I'm going to check around. Some students like to press park to reset everything, cancel your signal, start fresh. Okay, so now we're going to go into drive. I'm going to look around, there's a bus coming. Okay, in the meantime, I'm going to start looking around. No harm in doing that, seeing if it's safe. Okay, and then I'm going to signal. And then after that car goes, I should double check. Okay, the van is there, but he's not as fast, so it's not too bad. Okay, and then I'm going to turn right into this road, and then we're going to take the turn. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to try and do a quick parallel park if we can, and just so you can see how to do that one. Let's see if I take the car over there. Okay, we're going to turn right. So I was going to do it here, but there's someone waiting just over here, so I'll pick another car in a sec. So let's see if we can find one on this side. Blind junction again, making sure it's safe. Good. And nice. Side roads, you don't really want to go over 20. Okay, keep it nice and simple, nice and relaxed, no rush at all. So we'll do a reverse parallel with this car. Normally you're going to be stopped first, and then you're going to be asked to do it, but we're going to do it straight away from here. So say you're lined up roughly like this with the car, you're going to go into reverse gear. You don't want to have too much of a gap, you don't want to be way out in the middle of the road. So we're going to check around, see if it's safe, and then we're going to, in my car we line up with this pillar roughly at the end of the vehicle. okay, as a guideline, so you can see the end of the car just there, and that means you're never going to hit the car. Now I'm going to turn the wheel completely. With me it's just a full lock, it's quite easy, and then I'm going to look around. No people, no cars, no one walking on the pavements, no cars coming. Okay, for me in this camera, basically this cross gets to near the curb, and then we're just going to stop as we get there, so about there roughly, and then I'm going to turn the wheel completely to the right. This is called dry steering, which is allowed, and it's not a problem at the moment. Old school, before it used to be no dry steering allowed, so you'd have to turn and move, which is a bit harder, but now you can do it. It's not a problem at all, and I'm just trying to stop when I'm straight, and I straighten my wheel. And then I just double check in the round mirrors as well, or the big mirror, whichever is easier for you guys, and as long as I've got a nice little gap, I'm fine. Then I press park, job done. Okay, now we're going to drive out. You are allowed a maximum distance of 1 car back. I've got a car behind me, so I can't demonstrate that at the moment, but hopefully you guys will be able to judge that. Now I'm going to drive out. Just spotted a lady walking behind, but she's okay at the moment. If she was closer to my car, I'd wait, okay, because in case she walked in front of my vehicle. Okay, and then we're going to check here. We're going to go left. Nice. And that's it. Very good. A bit bright. Coming up to the junction, can't see both sides, so I'm looking to stop as I'm approaching, and I'm checking both sides clearly. Yeah, nice and safe, no rush at all. Okay, warning lines on the ground. We're going to be turning right now. Okay, so mirrors, signal, can't see. These are called closed junctions. Okay, not physically closed, it's just your view is closed off. And I'm going to check, see if it's safe, and then I'm going to drive out. It gets a bit tight here. I'm looking to stop, and then that's it, or looking to wait, I should say. Coming up to the traffic lights, and then we're going to be going left here because I need to avoid the traffic at one of the places. So I'm going to let this lady go because I'm coming up to the end of the junction, so it's not a problem. There you go. And then we're going to continue ahead. Okay, it's nice and clear. It's a giveaway line for us and not a stop line, so the traffic lights are not for us. Okay, good. Now you're on the dual carriageway, you're going to try picking up your speed. You're going to have a look, make sure you know the speed limit, and we want to turn right, so I'm going to do mirrors, signal, and I stay straight for a few seconds, and then I smoothly glide over. Do not rush your lane change. Okay, so we're going to do it again now. So mirrors, signal, smoothly over. There is no rush. Look how it's gliding over like this. Okay, so if I come back again just so you guys can see it, so I'm going to check again. No rush, and then calmly over. So after I signal for a couple of seconds, just try and stay straight. Okay, so look, we're going to turn right, so mirrors, signal, stay straight, double check, safely over, no rush. I'm hardly turning the wheel, notice it's hardly moving. Okay, your car will glide in. Look again, mirrors, signal, gliding in. Look, steering's not turned. If I do this, I'll show you. If I do that, it's dangerous and it's risky, and if you get it wrong, then it can go badly wrong. Whereas if you glide in, what will happen is cars can actually deal with you if needed. So, you know, say for example, you're gliding in like that slowly, and this car is coming along, at least they can kind of back off. Whereas if I do that, then you're gonna hit them. So just bear that in mind always. Very important, and something to think about. A lot of students rush lane changing. There is no pressure, no rush to change the lanes, so you just take your time and relax, and it'll be fine. Hopefully this is helping you guys. I'm not sure, but let's see. I was meant to have a lesson just now, but I got my timing so wrong in the morning. And then now I've got a little break, but it helped, so now I could just make this video a little. So now I'm keeping an eye on the lights, see how they're changing. Okay, and now my lights should change shortly, and then off we go. We're going to do a U-turn here, so following it all the way around, and as I'm coming around, I'm blending out to the left, but checking in my left mirror just to make sure no one's trying to overtake me. Okay, That's a good habit. You come all the way into the left lane. There's no rush to do so, but it's nice if you can get it done early. All right. So now we're gonna exit and leave the dual carriageway shortly. So mirror check, side mirror, and then coming over. Have a look at the signs. Look, one way, 30 miles an hour. So I've got to drop it. There you go. Okay. Have a look at that sign, two-way street. Speed is slightly trying to increase because it's downhill, so I've got to control my braking. Okay, now we're on the dual carriageway. Dual carriageways do not have a set limit, so this one's still 30. Okay, because it said so. And they can vary 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So okay, now you got this sign here, the road's merging. Okay, I'm going to have a look in my right side because it's going to merge from that side. Okay, now it's two-way. Okay, so the one-way part is finished. All right, all these signs, look at that, so many signs, humps coming up. Okay, so now if you weren't sure that they were there, or you didn't know and you couldn't see them properly, that you get a rough idea that something's going to happen. Okay, sharp bend sign. Okay, you can see how they're positioned on the poles, the lamp posts. Okay, often they'll be on both sides, or one, your side at least, but here there's no lamp post on the left hand side, so they've put everything on the right hand side. So now a little glance behind, always good to know. Sign coming up, give way, 50 yards ahead. Okay, on that one, bumps on the left hand side. We're going to take that road as well. So we're going to go left. I'm going to look on the in front of me, make sure they're not signaling. Okay, and double checking as we go. I'm also looking in here as well. Okay, good. Now it's tight. Look how tight this is. Look at their tire position. Now I often look at people's tire position. So mine are over the line at the moment, and now looking at that van coming up towards us, his tires are in our lane completely. That means we're going to have a problem unless he leaves it. There you go. So see how he's in his lane now, and it makes it a bit easier. Okay, very important. Look at the car coming towards us now. Their tires are completely in their lane. Mine are just about on the line almost. Okay, and we can just about get through. If both of us on the line, we're gonna have a problem. There we go. And then you might have to stop or pull over or do something. Okay, so that's something you guys got to keep in mind. It's really, really important that you have a look at the position of the cars in front of you. I always look at their tires. It really helps me. But that's just me. Yeah. Now we've got roundabout coming up, and then we're going to take a little tiny side road. So I'm going to have a look, see if it's safe. I'm going to signal right. Van's far away, he has to wait for me anyway, and then we're going to turn. That's it. Now you couldn't probably see it, but I had to cut that roundabout slightly. So you're allowed to cut roundabouts like a little quarter. Do not go fully over them unless there's absolute, complete necessity to do so. But generally you can touch a little bit if you want to stay as close as you can to them. Okay, because sometimes going around a roundabout completely might mess you up on the junction because it might not be wide enough. Now look at the situation here, a lot more space here. I'm going to check behind. I'm going to wait here nice and early. Okay, another van coming now. We're going to wait for him. Notice where I wait, because a lot of students, what they do is they don't wait here where there's a gap between us and that car. They wait like here. So how is a car going to fit through that gap? So you need to wait back from where the cars are going to exit from. Okay, so very important. Always sort of plan where you're going to be stopping. So hopefully that helped you guys. That was just a little bit for this morning, and then I'll hopefully see you guys again soon. See you later. Bye. Stop recording.